Dear students, about natural language processing, today we are going to discuss about the probabilistic language models. Probabilistic language models is the topic we are going to discuss now. So what is meant by probabilistic language models? Actually, the probabilistic language models is nothing but it deals with we know the outputs of what is going to happen. Got it? We know the output, we know the expected output. What is going to happen is known as the probabilistic language modeling. Okay, that we are going to see now. Okay, this topic is also known as n-gram language models. N-gram language models. To go to the introduction about the topic, that is the probabilistic language modeling is the classical method of determining probability is used if all the probable outcomes are known in advance and all outcomes are equally likely. The best example of the classical method of probability is rolling a die. We know, is it not? See, we know die. Die, if you throw die, we know the already the 6 numbers will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers will be there on the die. So among that 6, any one can come as output. That is known as the probabilistic. Probability of expected outcome out of 6 is maybe 4 or 2 or anything. That is known as the probabilistic language modeling. Okay. Okay, so the introduction about that is the automatic speech recognition. Automatic speech recognition through the signal Y. That is what happens. The signal will deliver display. That is machine translation and spelling correction. These are the outputs that we are expected about the automatic speech recognition and machine learning and spelling correction. Is it not? So what is the output that we can expect? Automatic speech recognition is acoustic signal. Machine translation is about sequence of words in a foreign language, and spelling correction is about sequence of characters produced by a possibly imperfect typist. Is it not? When you are trying to type something, so it corrects the spelling. Okay, so this is the image that is source language to the channel model. Okay, that is channel model. Probability of W into probability of Y by W is equal to probability of y comma y, W comma y. Okay, the ultimate goal is to determine W from y. Okay, so language model definition is about it is impossible to recover W successfully in all cases. That is ambiguity. Is it not? So what is meant by ambiguity? It is some confusion in the going to given the statements display. So it is impossible to recover W successfully in all cases. That is, instead minimize the probability of error. It is minimizing the probability of error, that is choosing estimate of W out of a number of options, that is W is for which the probability given signal Y is greatest. That is W is equal to maximum for all I is equal to and P of Wi or Y. That is language model computational mechanism for obtaining these conditional probabilities. Okay, so the goal is assign a probability to a sentence. The goal is assign a probability to a sentence, that is machine translation or spelling correction or speech recognition or summarization or question or giving some audio. Okay, that is the probabilistic language modeling goal is compute the probability of a sentence or sequence of words. That is probability of word is about probability of word 1, 2, 3, 4 or probability of words to the power n. And related tasks are probability of an upcoming word, that is probability of word 5 or word 1 or 1, 2. Any out of 5 words, any word can be displayed. That is a model that computes either of these, that is called a language model. Okay, so it is better for the grammar, and but language model for learning machine is standard. Learning machine is a standard. That is how to compute probability of word. That is how to compute that this joint probability is probability of its water is so transparent that is if you give the statement like that, is it correct? No. Intuition is let's rely on the chain rule by of probability. That is the chain rule is the definition of conditional probabilities. The definition of conditional probabilities that are probability of A by B is equal to probability of A comma B or probability of B. Probability of A comma B by probability of B. Rewriting the same statement is probability of A comma B is equal to probability of A by B or into probability of B. So for more variables, it is for two variables. If it is for more variables, it is probability of A B C is equal to probability of A into probability of B by A into probability of C by A and probability of ABC, like that. The chain rule is in general it is probability of x1 2 3 4 and x to n words is equal to probability of x1, probability of x2 by x1, probability of x3 by x1 x2, like so on, like that. Okay, so these are all we discussed. The chain rule, just now we have seen the chain rule of this probability is about okay joint probability in sentence, that is probability of word 1 2 3 n and so on word n is equal to pi I to the power of probability of wi by w1 w2 words wi minus 1. Okay, where probability of words, that is its water is so transparent is equal to, that is probability of its into probability of water by or its into probability of is. This is the sentence that you are able to understand, is it not? So it is easy to understand what is the probability of that. So probability of so by its water is into probability of the same statement is dividing into words, that is okay. How to estimate these probabilities? That is, could we just count and divide or what? That is, probability of the its water is so transparent that it is count. Its water is so transparent that the by count its water is so transparent that is it is count by count, and no too many possible sentences or we will never see enough data for estimating this. Okay, here we are going to use the Markov assumption. What is Markov assumption? Simplifying assumption. It is Markov is invented this assumption, that is probability of the its water is so transparent is parallel to probability the that, and or maybe probability the its water is so transparent are parallel to probability that it is a total count by count. Here we can say Markov assumption is probability of 1 2 3 4 words are parallel to pi I to the power of p wi by wi minus k. Okay, so in other words we approximate each component in the product is probability of wi by probability of w1 wi minus 1 is parallel to probability of wi by wi minus k, that is count by count. Okay, so some automatically generated sentences from a unigram model is fifth and of features the it is the sentences are dividing into the words. Okay, that is here we can raise the question with the likelihood answers, which is assigned a higher probability by a unigram language model for English. Which one is the assigned higher probability of a uniform language? That is probability of I like ice cream, or probability of the or probability of go to class daily, or probability of class daily go to. Which one it is? It is a more related grammatical word, that is probability I like ice cream. Okay, so that is big model is condition on the previous words, that is probability of word I by the word 1 2 3, the same the equation. Okay, is we have considered. N-gram models is we can extend to a trigrams or 4 grams or 5 grams. That is n-gram is nothing but it is trigrams, 4 grams or 5 grams. In general, this is an insufficient model of language. That is because language has long distance dependence, is it not? So there is a number of words are there in the sentence. So it is a long distance dependencies. And the computer which I had just put into the machine room on the 5th floor crashed, a sentence. But we can often get away with n-gram models, that is estimating n-gram probabilities. Estimating n-gram probabilities. Estimating bigram probabilities, that is 2 counts, that is WI1 or WA. Okay, is it not? Bigram is 2 gram, that is the maximum likelihood estimate is MLE, the maximum likelihood estimate, that is probability of WI by WI minus 1 is equal to count WI minus 1 or WI. This is for bigram. Okay, this is an example of a bigram. Two words. I am Sam. Sam, I am. I do not. This is one. Okay. And question number 2. If we estimate a bigram language model from the following corpus, what is the probability of not or the? Not or the. So here the statement is about I am Sam. Sam, I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. This is the sentences. For more examples, can you tell me about any good Canton's restaurants close by? Mid price that Thai food is what I am looking for. These are the sentences that are more relatable to the Berkeley restaurant project sentences. Okay, so raw bigram counts. That is how the counts are going. The words are going to be counted. That I want to eat Chinese food lunch spent. How it is I, if I want to eat Chinese food lunch. This is the output expect. These are the numbers are known as the weightage. Weightage. The weightage of that word is going to repeat. Is it not? The weightage is nothing but it is going to display. That is known as the weightage of the word. Okay. Raw bigram probabilities, that is relative measure. Normally by unigrams, that is it is the weightage of I want to eat Chinese food lunch. Spread is the weightage is, so it is the result of that. It is the expected output is I 0.002, want is 0.33, 2 is 0, eat 0.003. This is the expected output probability of every word, that is. So bigram estimate of sentence probabilities are I want English food, that is I want to. This is a bigram estimation. Two words. Bigram words. That is just now we have seen that 0.0031. Okay, that is 0.0031 for want I. Like that, the value just now we have seen. If we got here, it is this is a calculation 0.25 and word or grammar structural 0. This is for every word. The expected output is the evaluation and perplexity. Evaluation and perplexity is about what is evaluation, how good is our model, that is does our language model prefer good sentences to bad ones, assign higher probability to real or frequently observed sentences, that is than ungrammatical or rarely observed sentences, or we train parameters of our models on a training set. We test the model's performance on data we haven't seen. Okay, a test set is an unseen data set that is different from one training set totally unused. These are the expected evaluation of the words, that is evaluation metric tells us how well our model does on the test set. Extended evaluation of n-gram models. It is about n-gram models, best evaluation for comparing models A and B that put each model in a task, that spelling, character, speech recognition and machine translation system. For the run the task get an accuracy for A and for B, and how many misspelled words corrected properly, how many words translate correctly, how many accuracy for A and B, that is. So difficulty of extracting in vivo evaluation of n-gram models. That is extrinsic evaluation is time consuming, can take days or weeks. So instead of that, sometimes use intrinsic evaluation, that is perplexity. Perplexity, that is bad approximation, is unless the test data looks just like the training data. So generally only useful in pilot experiments. Okay, and intuition of perplexity. What is intuition? Intuition is about an idea, our expectation. Intuition is our expectations. How well we predict the next word. That is, I always order pizza with Chinese and the dash. That is the 33rd president of the. It is how we are going to expect the values in the dashes. That is the different words. That is, unigrams are terrible at this game. Why? Why? A better model is one which assigns a higher probability to the word that accuracy occurs. So the best language model is one that best predicts an unseen test set. That is, perplexity is the probability of the test set normalized by the number of words. Okay, this is the equation, and the chain rule is about this is the equation of probability of P of W is n root of pi I is equal to 1 to the power of n I by probability of Wi by W1 or so on Wi minus 1. That is for bigrams. This is about the bigrams. Minimizing perplexity is the same as maximizing the perplexity. Okay, here we can see the example. How hard is the task of recognizing digits 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9? That is, okay, perplexity is 10, 0 to 9, 10. How hard is recognizing 30,000 names at Microsoft? That is, perplexity is 30,000. So if a system has to recognize operator 25%, sales 25%, and technical support is 25%, and 30,000 names overall 25% of the time, that is 1 in 1,20,000 each. Perplexity is 2.464, that is parallel to 53. Okay, so perplexity is weighted equivalent branching factor, that is number of possible change. Perplexity as branching factor is, suppose sentence consisting of random digits is what is the perplexity of this sentence according to a model that assign probability of 1 by 10 to each digit. Here it is 1 by 10 minus 1, it is 10. That is. Question number 3 is, a traffic signal has 3 colors, green, yellow and red, which appear with the following probabilities. Using a unigram model, what is the perplexity of the sequence green, yellow, red? That is, probability of green is 2 by 5, probability of yellow is 1 by 5, probability of red is 2 by 5. That is, so here it is 2 by 5 into 1 by 5 into 2 by 5 is equal to and minus 1 by 3. This is the n-gram of u-gram or bigram about the 38 million words. Okay, generalization and zeros. The Shannon visualization method, that is, choose a random bigram. Choose a random bigram, that is a statement of words according to its probability is a statement with I. Now choose a random bigram, the word comma x according to its probability, that is x is a word of x is I want, and so on until we choose the statement, that is I want to eat. This is what the statement is. So approximating Shakespeare is unigram, bigram, trigram, quadram, like this. So to him swallowed confess, this is the unigram, the statements. Shakespeare as corpuses, that is nuclear, that is tokens and verbs, nouns, verbs, tokens. And Shakespeare produced 30 lakhs bigrams types out of verb square is equal to 844 million possible bigrams. So that is 99.96 of the possible bigrams were never seen, that is have 0 entries in the table. Quadrants was that what's coming out looks like Shakespeare's because it is Shakespeare, that is. The Wall Street Journal is not Shakespeare, that is unigram, bigram, trigram. The perils of outfitting is n-grams only work well for word prediction if the test corpus is in the looks like the training corpus. Okay, so in real life, it often doesn't. We need to train robust models that generalize. Okay, this is about the generalization. Zeros. Training set, that is denied the allegations, denied the reports, denied the claims, denied the request. Okay, and test set is about denied the offer, denied the loans. Zero probability bigrams, that is bigrams with zero probability, is mean that we will assign zero probability to the test set. Zero mitigation. Various soothing techniques. Basic soothing in interpolation and backoff. Backoffs and interpolation. Backoff is nothing but sometimes it helps to use less context. Condition on less context for context, you have learned much about backups. Use trigram if you have good evidence, otherwise bigram, otherwise unigram. So preferably bigram or unigram. So interpolation is maximum unigram, bigram, trigram. Interpolation works better. Okay, so simple interpolation is probability of Wn by Wn minus 1 and Wn minus 2 and so on. Lambda of P of Wn such that Wn minus 1 like that. Lambda conditional on context is about this. Here question number 4. Suppose we train unigram, bigram and trigram language models on the following corpus, that is I am Sam, Sam I am, I do not like green, X and harm. So if we do the lambda I is equal to 30, Sam, so 1 by 3 into 2 by 20 plus 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 into 1 by 2. This is the values for diagram held out and test data. Choose lambda to maximize the probability of held out data, that is fix the n-gram probabilities. Okay, unknown words open versus closed vocabulary. If we know all the words in advance, vocabulary V is fixed or closed vocabulary task. Often we don't know this. Out of vocabulary is 00 words, open vocabulary is task. Okay, so this is how huge web scale n-grams, that is how to deal with Google n-gram corpus, pruning, backup soothing for web scale n-grams. Okay, so this is about the probabilistic language models, and you just go through this. If you want to know more about this topic, you can raise your questions to my mail ID so that we can discuss more about this. Thank you.